Hello and welcome. Why am I showing you this? Strange phenomenon that I personally haven't noticed before. I was sitting in this chair last night because it's been so hot. I've been sitting outside till sort of gone 9 o'clock at night. So I'm sitting in this chair for about maybe 10 minutes. This is the view that I had last night. And obviously got the stars that can then be seen in the sky. But what I'd never noticed before, and it was pretty instant, was there was 3 stars roughly where my finger is. Whether it was Orion's belt, I don't know. But I actually noticed them move, and I thought, I don't know. But of course I've got this bamboo here, so without moving my head and from my perspective, what I'm actually seeing is the stars disappearing from view behind these canes as well. So effectively, in that short period of time, the stars that were here actually moved to about here in 10 minutes. Now it's been for some time, and particularly yesterday. Now I didn't get up to 11 o'clock in the morning. I slept. It's not like I went to bed particularly late, but I slept right through. And okay, I could say that because I'd slept till around about 11 o'clock in the morning, half the day had gone. But because it was so hot, apart from watering, it wasn't worth attempting to do anything. It was just a case of sit and melt. But even with that, and effectively doing nothing apart from watering plants at the end of the day, which takes maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours, didn't really do anything. And yet the time seemed to fly by. And I've noticed this, I suppose, over at least the last month, maybe longer, that time seems to be speeding up. This sort of led me on to contemplating how many people these days have got an analog timekeeping device, i.e. a wristwatch or a clock. I think it's fair to say that if there was any discrepancy shown, that very few people would hear about it, because the media obviously can almost blank anybody for whatever reason and suppress information. But I should imagine the majority of people these days will just simply use the digital clock on a device, or a digital clock in the vehicle, or whatever. So it's interesting as well, when you get roughly every 2 weeks, there seems to be a wanting to do an update of various apps on the phone, and invariably it's always clock and calendar are in the list. And it's, to my way of thinking, it's, why do you have to keep tinkering with the clock? Why do you have to keep tinkering with the calendar? Surely once every 10 years you could add another decade on, say, the planner or whatever in the phone. And why the need to keep updating the clock? What is our clock time, particularly the digital clock time, actually based upon? Is it this world atomic clock? And as I understand it, even that is tinkered with. So where am I going with this? There's a saying that as you get older, time seems to go by faster. Yes, I would agree with that. That certainly does seem to feel that way. Even if I'm just sitting and just contemplating or meditating, it still seems to go very fast, noticeably faster than when you're younger. And I was considering, is there some correlation between these physical bodies? I.e., when you're younger, your cells generate a lot quicker, you heal faster. As you get older, it's said that if you have a fall at, say, the age of 70, that it's going to take you longer for the bones to heal and so on. So I wonder if there's some connection there. Why would I say that as well? Well, I feel that most people are aware that there are 12 cranial nerves. But how many of you are aware that there are 31 nerves in the spinal cord? I can't help but see a reference to our current calendar where most, was it 8 of the months have 31 days, and then there's 4 with 30 and 1 with 28 or 29 in a leap year. But is that pure coincidence that we've got 31 nerves in our spinal cord and we have 12 cranial nerves to the brain? I feel the whole thing connects in some way. I'm just sort of theorizing because I can't actually give you any answers. I really don't know. But it was the first time I've noticed the stars seem to visibly move. Yes, I've come outside and then maybe come out 2 hours later and noticed there's been a movement, but I've never seen the whole stars in the sky seem to visibly move, and in such a short space of time as 10 minutes. I find that very interesting. I could speculate that with the shortening of days, that this may be, we've entered, say, a transitional period that started in 2020, these breaking of the 7 seals, or the 6 seals up to 2040. Maybe where everything reduces by a third, the shortening of days as it's called in Revelations, maybe this is a prelude, a transitional period that is leading towards that. But the thing is, how would you know? Because if you look at the sun position or you look at the star positions, and then you compare with clock time, and considering what clock time is based on, what is its measurement, how would you know whether time is actually getting faster in this reality? It's just something I've sort of been pondering since seeing this last night. It's a strange phenomenon, and I wondered if anybody else has noticed anything like this. There's certainly, I can feel it sounds almost too cliche to say I can feel changes, but there is a feeling of change. I definitely have a feel that something very positive is going to happen. And there's almost like a feeling of bated breath. That may also be connected with the speculation of how the rest of this year pans out. And I've had quite a few video clips and things sent to me, and some of the sort of the more negative potentials of what could or may happen, seeming to come with that underlying trying to sort of entice you to emit fear. but I feel that it's a case of staying in balance with these things. By all means, do look at the things just enough to sort of get an idea, to try and gauge things for yourself, but don't fall fully into these things and immerse yourself with any of these scripts. It's leading to pick a side, of course. But I just thought that was a strange phenomenon I thought I'd share with you, and I wondered if any of you have also noticed this, particularly more so in recent days. Maybe this coming week, go outside at night and just observe and see if things seem to be moving faster. The way I could liken the speed of the movement of these stars would be if, like, we're looking at the day sky, and you've got those higher altitude clouds, and they are moving, but they are moving at a considerably slower rate than the more low altitude clouds. Anyway, I'll leave that with you. I can't offer any definitive answer to this. I can speculate, obviously, as we all can, but I just thought I'd share my observations, and then it's over to you. What do you make of this? Have you noticed any changes? Do things feel to be speeding up to you, or do they feel to be not moving at all? It's going to be down to the individual as to what sensations you feel, but please do share your observations in the comments. As always, unconditional love to you all.